students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. So today we are going to begin with the first chapter from your literature reader Honeysuckle book. The name of the chapter is Who Did Patrick's Homework? Written by Carol Moore. So before moving into the chapter, let me give you a quick introduction about the author. The full name of the author is Annie Carol Moore. I repeat, the full name of the author is Annie Carol Moore. She was an American educator, writer and advocate for children's libraries. So, we can understand that Annie Carol Moore or Carol Moore, she was an American author and she did the works which related to children welfare. Alright, she is famous for her works towards children welfare. Whatever works she did or whatever books she has written, it is all related to children welfare. Now let us move into the story. Before beginning the story, I would like to ask you a few questions. So, how many of y'all hate doing homework? I'm sure I'm going to get a mixed answer from all of you. Few of y'all will say that we like to do homework and few of y'all will say we don't like to do homework. But if you are one of them who does not like to do the homework, then you are just like Patrick. Because Patrick never did his homework. He hated to do his homework because according to Patrick, doing homework was a really boring work for him. So what he decided that instead of doing the homework, he would play different kinds of games and this way he would spend his time. So one day something happened which changed Patrick totally as a person. So in this chapter we are going to learn what magical thing had happened all of a sudden which changed Patrick as a person. Now we'll move into the story. Patrick never did his homework. Too boring, he said. He played hockey and basketball and Nintendo instead. His teachers told him, Patrick, do your homework or you won't learn a thing. And it's true. Sometimes he did feel like an ignoramus. But what could he do? He hated homework. So here what has been told in the first paragraph? Patrick never did his homework. Patrick never did whatever homework he got from school. Doing homework was really very boring for him. Instead of doing homework, what did Patrick do? He used to play hockey or basketball or Nintendo. Now what is Nintendo? Nintendo is a kind of a video game. So since Patrick did not do his homework, so what did Patrick's teachers told him? His teachers said, Patrick, do your homework or you won't learn a thing. This is what his teachers said. That Patrick, if you don't do your homework, then you won't learn anything. And it was true that Patrick sometimes felt that he was an ignoramus. Now who is an ignoramus? Ignoramus is an ignorant person who lacks education. That means Patrick sometimes felt that he himself lacked knowledge. That is, he lacked the knowledge of each and everything or each and every subject because he never did his homework, nor was he interested in doing his homework, nor was he eager to improve his condition. So Patrick never even tried to do his homework. Alright, now next what happened? Patrick, in the first paragraph we can see over here that Patrick never did his homework. Now in the second paragraph, what is happening? One day Patrick found his cat playing with the doll. Alright, so when Patrick saw that his cat was playing with the doll, he immediately went there and he grabbed it away from his cat. Now what is the meaning of grab? Grab means to seize suddenly or roughly. That is to take away something from someone or from somebody forcefully. When you take it roughly or forcefully away from somebody, something, that is called grab. So Patrick over here grabbed the doll which he found his cat was playing. Then when he had grabbed the doll, he found that that particular thing wasn't a doll, but instead it was a man of tiniest size. That means when he grabbed the doll from his pet, from his cat, then he found that it was a man who was of very small size. And what was the man wearing? He had a little wool shirt with old-fashioned breeches and a high tall hat much like a witch's. Now in this line we get to see the description about the clothes which the particular man is wearing. That is, the tiny man is wearing. That tiny man is wearing little wool shirt. He is wearing a shirt which is made of wool and with old-fashioned breeches. Now what is the meaning of the word breeches? Breeches means a kind of a very loose trouser, which shorts or trousers which the man is wearing. Alright, and it was very old-fashioned. Next, he was also wearing a high tall hat much like a witch's. As you can see over here in this picture, one tall hat, one green colored tall hat picture is shown over here. This kind of hat usually witches wear. But over here, the tiny man, he is wearing this kind of a hat. Alright. So, when Patrick saved the tiny man from his cat, that time what happened? The tiny man yelled. That is, he started shouting. Alright. Yelled over here means shout in a loud and sharp way. That is, he shouted in a crying tone, in a crying voice. Save me, don't give me back to that cat. I will grant you a wish, I promise you that. So here, the tiny man, he is saying, save me, don't give me back to that cat. Alright, if you are going to save me, I will grant you a wish, I promise you that. This is what the tiny man is telling to Patrick. Okay, so I hope the first and the second paragraph is clear to everyone. Now, let's move on to the next part. Here in the third paragraph, what is happening? Patrick could not believe how lucky he was. Here was the answer to all of his problems. So he said, if only you do all my homework till the end of the semester, that's 35 days. If you do a good job, a good enough job, I would even get A's. So here what is happening? Patrick could not believe that he was so lucky. Why he was lucky? Because he was able to get a tiny man who he would ask him to help him out. Because he had saved the tiny man's life from his cat, and instead he had a plan in his mind that he will also be demanding help from the tiny man. So in this way Patrick felt that he was lucky, that there was someone who would help him out in his homework. So Patrick thought that here was the answer to all my problems. That is, the problem which Patrick was facing, that was the problem of doing the homework. So here was the answer. The little man was the answer to all these problems. Alright. So he said, if only you do all my homework till the end of the semester, that's 35 days. Now, the semester, for the semester to get completed, only 35 days were left. So Patrick told the little tiny man that if the man would do all his homework till the end of the semester, that is till the end of the 35 days, if he would be doing all of Patrick's homework, then Patrick would get grade A in his report card. And this way the man would be able to help out Patrick, and the man will also be the little man's face wrinkled like a dishcloth thrown in the hamper. He kicked his legs and doubled his fist, and he grimaced and scowled and pursed his lips. Oh, I am cursed, but I will do it. So here in this paragraph, we get to see the description of the annoyance which is being shown on the tiny man's face. Why the man is showing annoyance? Because the man over here is showing annoyance over here is because he was not willing to do Patrick's homework. Fine. So the man made different kinds of faces, different kinds of expression was visible on his face. His face was wrinkled like a dishcloth. Wrinkled means forward become marked with lines or folds. Just as when you are unwilling to do any kind of thing, we always make our eyes short, we do some kind of expression on our face, our skin gets wrinkled, it gets folded. So that is what kind of expression that the tiny man is trying to show on his face. Dishcloth. Dishcloth means a cloth used for washing dishes. Now, whenever you are washing the dishes, you will find at home that we use a cloth for washing the dishes. Alright. Now here, the man's face was just like that of a dishcloth. It was wrinkled. Next, hamper. The meaning of the word hamper is a basket with a lid. That means you have seen a basket, every one of you. When a basket which has a lid, that is called a hamper. So here, the man's face was just like a wrinkled dishcloth which has been thrown into that hamper, thrown into that basket. Alright. Next, what did the man do? He kicked his legs. That means he started kicking at something with his legs. He doubled his fist. He did his fist in this manner. He doubled his fist. And he grimaced and scowled and pursed his lips. Grimaced, scowled and pursed his lips. This means his face had these expressions showing disgust, anger and disapproval. That means the man was totally unwilling to do Patrick's homework over here. That's why he was giving these kinds of expressions on his face. Alright. Then ultimately the line which the tiny man uttered was, oh, I am cursed, but I will do it. So why did the man say over here, I am cursed? First of all, the meaning of the word cursed is used to express annoyance or irritation. That means from the expression of his face, we can understand that he was annoyed to do Patrick's homework. So he told that since I am cursed, since I am over here and you have saved my life from your cat, now it is my turn or my duty to help you out. So I will definitely do it. Alright, so this is the fourth paragraph. Now, next is the fifth paragraph. And true to his word, the little elf began to do Patrick's homework. Now, what is an elf? Elf is a tiny person who has magical powers to do any kind of work. So over here, the tiny man is referred to as the elf. So true to his word over here means the elf kept his promise over here to help out Patrick in doing his homework. Except there was one glitch. Now what is the meaning of the word glitch? Glitch means a fault in a machine that prevents it from working properly. Here glitch means a problem. Okay. So the tiny man could help Patrick out in his homework, but there was a problem which he was facing. The elf was facing a problem over here. So what was the problem? The elf did not always know what to do and he needed help. The elf over here did not know every time for what subject what he should do or how he should help Patrick in his work. So every time he needed the help of Patrick. How did he call out Patrick? Help me, he would say. And Patrick would have to help in whatever way. So the tiny man or the elf, he would cry out, help me. And then Patrick had to help him out in whatever way he could. Alright, we all are aware that Patrick never used to do his homework. He did not have any knowledge. we can see that the man is forcing Patrick to help him in his work so that the man, that is the tiny man or the elf, is able to do Patrick's homework. Now next, what is happening? I don't know this word. The elf squeaked. Now what is the meaning of the word squeaked over here? Make a high-pitched sound or cry. Now over here, the elf, if he is unaware of any particular word, then he would start crying out in a high-pitched voice and he would say that I don't know this word, please help me out in this word. How? While reading Patrick's homework. Get me a dictionary? No. What's even better, look up the word and sound it out by each letter. So here the man, what he would suggest Patrick, that in case if he had a problem in any word, then he would ask Patrick to get him a dictionary, to look up the word, to spell out each letter of that particular word and then to help him out so that the elf could do the work easily, so that he could understand the word, he could write the meaning and then he could write the spelling of that particular word correctly. So over here till now we can find that the elf is making Patrick do the word. And how is this being done? He is every time asking Patrick to help him out. Alright, now next. When it came to maths, Patrick was out of luck. What are times table? The elf shrieked. We elves never needed that. Now what is the meaning of the word shriek? Shriek means give a short high-pitched cry. That means again the elf is uttering over here a short and high-pitched cry over here. He is calling out Patrick to help him in the subject called maths. Alright, and now what is happening? The elf is also telling Patrick that we don't have maths in our elf world. We don't know what is times table. So it would be nice of you if you come and help us. Okay, if you come and help me in this maths. The elf, he also mentioned that we don't know what are times table, what is addition, what is subtraction, division, fraction. We don't know anything because in our elf world we don't have these things. Here, sit down beside me. You simply must guide me. So here the elf is forcing Patrick to sit beside him and to help him out in doing the maths. Elves know nothing of human history. To them it's a mystery. Now here also the elf is telling that we don't know anything about human history. So it is Patrick's duty to sit beside him and to tell him everything about maths and everything about human history. Because according to the elves, human history was just like a mystery to them. So the little elf, already a shouter, just got louder. Why the elf is called a shouter over here? Because the elf over here is every time shouting for help from Patrick. And that shout is getting louder and louder every time. Okay. Now, next what is happening? The elf is giving the order to Patrick that he should go to library because the elf needs books and he required more and more books so that he could help the elf read them out and the elf will be able to help Patrick in his homework. Now, over here in the 7th paragraph, what is happening? As a matter of fact, every day, in every way, that little elf was a nag. Now, who is a nag? Nag is someone who troubles someone all the time by complaining or asking them to do something. So, over here, the elf is called a nag because every time he is complaining or he is asking Patrick to do something. How is he complaining? That he does not know maths, he does not know human history, he is unaware of the concepts which are being told in maths. So Patrick should always sit beside him, should help him out in maths, whether it's any other subject, whether it's human history or anything, Patrick should sit beside him and should always guide him. Okay. Now, next what is happening? Every day and every time Patrick had to do that. Patrick was working harder than ever and it was a drag. Now, what is the meaning of the word drag? Something dull and uninteresting. So, though Patrick did not like to do his homework, according to him, doing homework was really very boring. But still, Patrick had to sit beside the elf and he had to do the boring thing. That is, he had to do his homework by sitting beside the elf, by helping him out. Now next what is happening? He was staying up nights. He was staying up nights means he would stay awake late at night. He had never felt so weary. Was going to school with eyes puffed and blurry. So never ever Patrick had felt so very. Very means tired. Never ever Patrick felt so tired before, but now he is feeling very tired because he has to stay awake late at night. And also early morning he is getting up, he is going to school, and when he is going to school in the morning, that time his eyes are swollen. Alright. And it is puffed and blurry. Puffed means swollen and blurry means looking or feeling dull and unfocused from sleep or tiredness. From his face it's visible that he is tired and he did not have a good sleep. Now in this paragraph what is happening? Finally the last day of school arrived and the elf was free to go. As for homework there was no more, so he quietly and slyly slipped out the back door. Here what is happening? Ultimately the last day of the school arrived and the elf was free to go back as per the promise. So the homework was also completed. There was no homework left. As a result, what happened? The elf quietly and slyly slipped out of the back door. Now quietly means in a quiet manner and slyly means secretively. That is, very secretly the elf moved out from the back door of the house without even informing Patrick or anybody else. As his work was completed, he left the house and he had gone from there. Okay. Now, next, Patrick got his A's. His classmates were amazed. So, on the day of the result, what happened? Patrick got A on his report card. All his classmates, they were very much amazed. Amazed means greatly surprised. His teachers smiled and were full of praise. Patrick's teacher, they smiled, they were very happy with Patrick's grade and they were full of praise of Patrick, that Patrick had done very nicely, he had worked very hard. And his parents, they wondered what had happened to Patrick. Patrick's parents were worried. They were not worried. Patrick's parents, they thought that what had happened to Patrick, how it was possible for Patrick to get A grade on his report card. Alright, his parents were really very curious, very surprised to know. As because Patrick never did his homework, he never studied, he did not have any knowledge, and that child is getting an A in his report card. It is really a shocking thing for everyone. Now next what happened? He was now the model kid. Cleaned his room, did his chores, was cheerful, never rude, like he had developed a whole new attitude. So here what is happening? Patrick, according to his parents, was now a model kid. Now who is a model kid? Model kid is a kid or a child who is good at everything. That is, good at studies, good at his behavior, he does his works, all his works nicely. So St. Patrick was also doing everything nicely. He was good in studies now. He cleaned up his room. He behaved nicely with everyone. Alright. So it seemed as if Patrick had developed a whole new attitude or a whole new character had developed inside Patrick. Okay. Now next, in the last paragraph, what is happening? You see, in the end, Patrick still thought he had made that tiny man do all his homework. In this line, said that Patrick thought that he made the tiny man do his homework. But the author over here, she is giving us one information. What is that? But I will share a secret just between you and me. The author is sharing a secret with us. What is the secret? It wasn't the elf. Patrick had done it himself. The secret was the elf did not do the homework for Patrick. It was Patrick himself who had done the homework. Now, your question will be, how is this possible that Patrick had done his homework by himself? We can, just a quick recapitulation I will do. You have seen that while the elf was doing the homework, he asked Patrick to help him out in each and every work. He would ask Patrick that Patrick should help him out, whether it's any spelling or whether it's any word or whether it's human history or maths. In each and everything, the elf demanded Patrick that he should sit beside him and he should guide him. So it was Patrick who helped the elf. So when Patrick was helping the elf, when he was writing everything, when he was doing everything, he was studying himself. This way, Patrick did his homework himself. The elf did not do anything. It was Patrick who had done it himself. Okay. So from this chapter, the moral that we learn is that self-help is the best help. That is, if you are willing to help your own self, then it is the best help in the world. If you are yourself not willing to do any work, then nobody else will be able to do your work or help you out in your work. So that's all for today. Thank you everyone. We'll meet in the next video with some other new chapter. Thank you.